Today we're gonna be, oh shit. Why is this so hard to talk about? Why? Like, why is it so hard? Today I'm gonna be talking about something pretty heavy. I'm gonna be talking about my postpartum experience. Wait, let me get comfortable, okay? Okay, hey, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, wow, this is crazy that this is the first video you're seeing, but whoa. Damn, I'm sorry. Hi, welcome to my channel. Woo! I've been saying welcome back to my channel for the last couple of minutes. I don't know what's wrong with me. Okay, so the reason I'm making this video is because I just feel like I need to make this video. I went through something that I don't fully understand. I went through something that I don't see a lot of people talk about, and I'm just like, there's actually no way I'm the only one in this world that is going through this. So hopefully this video finds someone that's going through the same thing, or that has gone through the same thing, or that understands, I don't know, whatever. I hope this video finds the right people. I'm gonna be talking about postpartum depression, everything, the impact that it had on my life. I don't think this topic is talked about enough. It's not. I don't understand why. Like, a lot of women are experiencing this. Why is no one saying anything? So let me say something, okay? Because I know when we talk about our experience, society tends to say, oh my god, you're doing too much now, just shh, you chose to be a mom, so shh. But I'm gonna open my mouth and talk. This is really hard, but I know I can do hard things because I'm Maxi, okay? Now, the details are a little bit fuzzy. I really don't know the trajectory this video is gonna take. I don't know where this video is heading to. I didn't write anything down. I literally just turned on the camera. I don't know what I'm gonna say. I don't know. I don't even know. I'm just hoping I finally just open up. I really hope so, because I've tried to make this video before. So hopefully this is the lucky one, okay? Because I'm not doing this again. Okay, let me take you through my life. I met my husband when I was really young. I met him when I was almost 20. I was 19 years old. We dated for about 3 years and he proposed to me 2020. And about a couple of days after the proposal, we found out that I was pregnant. Wow. I need you to remember this. This is really important. So I got married to my husband during the pandemic, so I didn't even get a wedding or anything like that. We just literally got married by the lake with families. I think we were about 15, 20, can't remember. He, at the time, was living in Tasmania and I was living in Melbourne, Australia. So they're like two different states. I got married and then I went to join him in Tasmania by myself, pregnant. I left my family, I left my job, I changed my last name, my body looked different. It was like, what the actual fuck? Who is this person? I flew to a completely different state. I didn't know anyone there except my husband. No one. I had no friends. I didn't know anybody. I was pregnant in another state with no friends. What the hell? The borders were shut. COVID happened. My parents were not able to visit. I didn't see my mom throughout my whole pregnancy. I was just alone and isolated. Wow. This is crazy. And that is a lot for a 22-year-old to go through. Wow, I didn't know that was a big deal until I said that. Oh, that's crazy. Because it didn't seem like a big deal to everyone else, because, you know, you're a woman. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to get married and live your life and you should be fine. I was so happy to move to another state with him because we were planning to travel around the world and do things before we had kids, but you know, that happened. I was in a completely different state. Didn't see my mom, didn't see my dad, couldn't see my brother. During my whole pregnancy, I was in a new marriage, like I had an old marriage. So I was a bride, I was a new mom to be. I was someone's wife. What? Woo! That's crazy. And now I'm someone's mom at the same time? Jesus Christ. At 22? What? That's crazy. That happened. And on top of everything, I started a new job at the same time. What the actual fuck? Imagine starting a new job by itself. That's already so, oh my God. Now, imagine starting a new job when you're pregnant, your hormones are everywhere, you hate everybody, and now you've got new co-workers. Oh my God. I used to be a nurse, right? I'm still a nurse, but like I haven't been to work in like 6 months. I used to be a nurse, and if you know anything about nursing, oh my God, nurses are a bitch. Wait, does that make me a bitch? But nurses are not the nicest people. I was 36 weeks pregnant, and I was doing hospital nursing in a surgical ward. Do you know how hard that is when you're pregnant? I was 9 months pregnant, sitting down, and a nurse was like, oh my God, why is she not answering the buzzers? I'm 9 months pregnant. Why the fuck do people expect women to be able to do the same things that we were doing before we were pregnant? I don't understand. It's pregnancy. I don't know if you know what a tubby grip is. So a tubby grip is like this really tight compression that you wear just so you can avoid blood clots and stuff like that. A lot of people wear it after surgery. So it's impossible to put on. It is extremely difficult to put on. So I was 9 months pregnant. I was the float nurse. That's like a nurse that is helping everyone out, right? I was meant to put a tubby grip on this patient, and I was 9 months pregnant, and then I burst into tears, and he was so nice. He was like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, oh, I'm so tired of this. It was horrible. I cried every single day in that freaking hospital. Whoa, it was hard. I'm going through moving, marriage, a new job, a new house, a new husband, all at the same time, and no one just cut me a fucking slack. But I understand that's how the world works. No one just stops because you're having a bad day. So I understand that. But damn, it sucked hard, man. Freak. Look at me, like I'm ruining all my freaking makeup that I put on for you guys. Okay, so I moved to a completely different state. I'm pregnant, miserable, and then I had the baby. And this was in 2020. TikTok did not exist back then. It was 2020, so all we had was like Instagram, you know, and everyone just showing motherhood as this, oh my God, I'm a mother. Oh, look, I'm a cute baby. That's what everyone was showing. So when it happened to me, I'm like, okay, I'm a mother. I'm gonna be a sexy hot mother. You know, I was just like, I wasn't thinking too much about it. We spent so much money on baby stuff. I was so excited because no one told me anything about motherhood. Even my mother. But to be fair, my mom had me in Africa, which is so much better than the Western countries. I'm not gonna lie, because you get a lot of support from there. Here, you're by yourself. You're alone. Damn. I'm from Nigeria, and mothers over there, I don't know about now, but like 13 years ago, mothers were just living life. They had a staff, they had maids, they had nannies, but we in the Western country were just doing this shit by ourselves. Damn. Woo! My pregnancy was actually so easy. Guys, my pregnancy was, I was pregnant, I was making TikTok dances, I was glowing. I'm like, oh, this is not so bad. Oh my God, look at me. I look like a sexy pregnant woman. And then I had the baby. Why did no one tell me nothing? I had this baby. I was in labor for almost 20 hours. Number one, I took the epidural and my epidural failed. Like, why would an epidural fail? Everything was such a shock to me. I was like, wow. If you haven't had kids and you're watching this video, I don't want you to be scared, okay? Just letting you know. Anyway, you're stronger than you think. I had an episiotomy. If you don't know what that is, it's, you know, they had to it's not as bad as it seems, I swear. Like, and they had to sew it back up. It's not as bad as it sounds, okay? I had my baby December of COVID 2020, and the borders were finally open, so my mom could finally see me. Like, my mom is such a supportive person. I wish I had just gone through that journey with her. Life would have been so much easier for me. So I had this baby, and I'm like, wow, damn, that is such a cute baby. I can't believe I'm a mother now. Ooh, let the party begin. I'm laughing so hard. Because let me tell you, the first night I had that boy, I was just like, everyone's like, you gotta breastfeed and stuff. Anyway, that really hurt, by the way. I had no idea it was painful at first. It was so sore. I had the baby, breastfeeding him every 2 hours. What do you, every hour sometimes? What do you mean I gotta breastfeed a baby every hour? I had no idea he had to eat that much. You know how we eat during the day and at night we just sleep? They don't sleep. They don't sleep. They literally eat the whole night. Like, I fed him. I was like, okay, let me finally just close my eyes. You're gonna yell, well, I'm like, oh, why are you awake again? I just fed you. That happened. And it wasn't just for 1 day, not 2 days, not 3 days, not fucking 1 week, not 2 weeks, not 1 month, not 2 months, not 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. That was a little excessive. Sorry. Whew. I'm just so tired of holding it in. He didn't sleep for so long. Oh no, I think the first time he slept through the night, he was 4 months old. I would never forget in my life. I woke up that morning, I was like, oh my God, where's my baby? Where's my baby? And I checked the monitor and he was just sleeping. I was like, what? Because I was exclusively breastfeeding. So I was the only one that could feed him during the night. I don't understand why I just didn't use formula. Maybe I would have just been able to sleep, now that I think about it. There's just so much pressure. You have to breastfeed. That's the pressure. And when you decide to stop, you need to give a reason why the hell are you stopping? Who gave you the right to stop? So I felt like I had to, I don't know, no one made me feel this way. It just felt like society, I don't understand why I would pay attention to society. Like, society don't pay my bills. And I did try pumping. I hated pumping. You literally just sit there and it goes zoom, 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 zoom. So I'm just like, oh, it would probably be so much easier to just breastfeed him instead of washing the pump pads and sterilizing and sitting down there and bagging and labeling and it just felt like so much work. If you decide to give your baby formula, oh my God, you're a lazy mom. There's nothing lazy about that. What's wrong with society? Wow, this is very therapeutic. When I had the baby, my mom was able to calm. My mom used all her freaking annual leave. So you're entitled to 4 weeks of paid leave. She used every single thing on me. She was saving that leave all year. This woman didn't take a break just so she could help me. I love her so much. She's such a great mom. I feel like she's just such a selfless mom. And that's just what I want to be for my kid. Mom, if you're seeing this, I love you. I am so emotional today. Rightfully so. I'm not gonna let anyone say, oh my God, she cries too much. Oh my God, you're dragging it. There's no one I know that has been through my experience that doesn't feel this way. I might show my feelings differently by crying. What is wrong with crying? You don't hear, oh my God, she laughs too much. Crying is an emotion. I'm allowed to feel my emotions. I don't need to bottle up my emotions just so everyone else can be comfortable. I'll cry if I want to cry. And I'll post about it too. I'm sorry. That needed to be said because I'm so glad this is YouTube. I don't have to fit everything I have to say in 1 minute. Anyway, so my mom came over. She stayed with me for 1 month. Oh my God. I was just like, wow, this motherhood thing is a breeze. Wow, why is everyone complaining? This is amazing. I thought I was stressed, but like, trust me, I was still living life because I'm such a glam girl. Like, I love to do my makeup, I love to do my hair, I love to do my nails, even if I don't have them done now. I love to look good. So when my mom was there, I wake up in the morning, I'll have my makeup on, I'll go out with my husband, my mom would do the laundry, and I was just like, wow, I'm crushing this. And then she left. And then she left. Whew. Then she left. And then my mom left. And I woke up the next day. I was like, okay, not too bad. I woke up the day after that. I'm like, whoa, what the hell? I woke up the day after that, I'm like, whoa. What is happening? I called my maternal health nurse. I'm like, girl, I'm tired. What can I do? And they said, oh, maybe you need to go to sleep school. So I went to school with my husband. It's a one-day school where they teach you everything about a kid's sleep. Because I'm like, yeah, I need to educate myself on why this child is not sleeping. And that really helped, actually. They talked about sleep training and how you can sleep train in a gentle way, which I did. I got back from the sleep school. I tried everything that they said. A lot of it didn't work. Some worked. Oh, and I told you how I started a new job pregnant? So when you start a new job pregnant, you can't get maternity leave money. So all of a sudden, I went from this really high-paying nurse to this woman at home with no income, relying on a man. I'm so lucky that guy is a good guy, because what? He literally said, take my card. I make this much money, just try not to do too much, okay? That was great, but I lost my financial freedom. And wait, when I actually gave birth, 10 days after I gave birth, I was looking skinny. I'm like, ooh, body tea, snap back, ooh. And I was like, damn, whew, I'm 10 days postpartum today. I'm 12 days postpartum. My belly kept getting smaller and smaller. I was looking hot and sexy. I'm like, yeah, I can't wait to see my pre-baby body. And after 4 weeks, I stopped shrinking. I'm like, okay, all right, fair enough. I was breastfeeding and everyone says, oh, when you're breastfeeding, you're going to lose so much weight. And then the more my baby grew, the hungrier I got. I was so hungry. I was eating and eating and eating. I couldn't recognize who this person was. Why are you eating? Why can't you stop eating? I'm eating, the baby sucking it out. I'm eating, the baby sucking it out. And a lot of the times they're not healthy stuff because I don't have time to do healthy stuff. I didn't have time to cook healthy meals because what I did was I prioritized everything else. I tried to make sure the house was clean. I tried to make sure I did the laundry. I tried to make sure I did this. The house was never clean, by the way, because I was just always cleaning. And it's like I wasn't cleaning the baby's mess. I was doing the dishes. I can't even remember why I was cleaning so much. I was just so used to my space being a space that had no baby in it. So anytime I saw some baby stuff, I got irritated. Wow. I got irritated. I kept cleaning and cleaning until it felt like my old place back. Because everything changed. I just wanted my environment to at least remain the same. So I kept cleaning. And I didn't look after myself. And I kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and the biggest I've ever been in my life. And one day, I looked at the mirror and I'm like, whoa, jump scare. Who is that? I went from a size 8. I was a size 12 before, and then I lost weight and I went down to a size 8 and I loved how I looked. And all of a sudden I'm a size 14 going up to a 16. That is literally twice my size, like in less than 1 year. When I was with my man before kids, we always got comments like, oh my God, you guys are perfect for each other. Wow, you guys are made for each other. You guys just fit. And then I had kids and no one ever said that to us again. I'm just realizing some things as I'm making this video. So that's why I feel like, yeah, I need to make this video and just make this video as my 100% authentic self. No sugarcoating, nothing. And I'm gonna post it too. I'm gonna post this video. I'm not gonna keep it like the rest. Posting this one. So when you're pregnant, your hormones are like this. And then as soon as that baby exits your cooch, ooh, the hormones come flooding down. That is the biggest hormonal crash out a human being can ever experience. Ever. Not only did I gain so much weight, I was also not okay up here. Ooh, this was actually worse than the body. Yeah, this was worse. I couldn't recognize who she was here. I couldn't recognize who she was when I looked at her in the mirror. I couldn't recognize her anywhere. Everything changed. It's like my soul was still the same, but everything else was different, including myself. So I just felt like a shell of myself. And this is how I'm going to explain it. It felt like the real version of me, was just buried right down there. And this new person just took over my body. And I'm just screaming, help, help, help me. But no one's hearing me. No one's listening. No one's coming to save me. It felt like I was in a dark ocean. I was in a dark ocean just swimming and swimming and swimming, and I don't know where I'm swimming to, and it's like, whoa, this is too much. But I tried not to complain because you're a mother now. You're meant to suck it up. And I sucked it up. I sucked it up. I suffered in silence because I wanted to appear as a good mom. Even to my husband, I didn't tell him some things that I was going through because I didn't even understand what I was going through. I just knew I was angry all the time. I was irritable. I was, oh God. I was just so angry. I was angry. I was tired. I was sleep deprived. I hadn't slept in months. I was trying to be a good mom and a good wife. I didn't know who I was. And I'm like, how is he supposed to know who this new person is? Because I changed as well. And I just hated how I was acting. But it just felt like I couldn't control it. You know, all of a sudden I was this really snappy wife and angry wife and irritated wife and a wife that didn't look after herself. I looked like shit. And I used to be the kind of person that would wake up at midnight to just put a makeup on and wear a cute outfit and take Snapchat photos. And all of a sudden I just looked at myself in the mirror and I'm like, who's this person? My husband would come back from work. My husband's name is Jones, by the way. I don't want to keep saying my husband. Jones would come back from work. I would have milk stains all over my clothes. The house is dirty, even if I've been cleaning all day. It's like no one's going to believe I've been cleaning all day. But it doesn't look like I'm cleaning anything. What's going on? He would come back. The house is messy. I look a mess. I smell a mess. And I'm just like, who is this person? I don't recognize this person. I'm sure you don't recognize this person. It was a difficult time for sure. I made some new friends there that all had kids, and I made this very one good friend that was going through postpartum as well. I feel like hers was worse actually. Girl, you had it worse for sure. At least my mom was in another state. Her mom was just not in the country at all. Girl, you went through it. I'm so sorry. So I met this new friend. We would always just call each other sometimes and talk and chat and even almost cry, but we never got time to catch up. I don't know why we didn't just catch up. I don't know. Because as a new mom, you're trying to figure everything out. It just feels like you have no time for anything else. You literally just care about the baby. You don't care about yourself anymore. I didn't care about myself anymore. It was just about, what is the baby gonna eat? What is the baby? Oh, what time is the baby gonna sleep? Why is the baby crying? Oh my God, my baby. Oh, I need to shower. My baby. Oh, my baby, my baby, my baby. It's never myself. Jones is a good man. And I can kind of understand why a lot of couples don't make it, especially during the postpartum phase, because it is not for the weak. What was I saying? Oh, my memory as well. My memory. I can't remember nothing anymore. It felt like I had dementia or something. I'm like, oh, I go into a room. I'm like, why am I in this room? Something that has to do with the baby. I don't know. No one talks about how you lose your memory after kids. Oh, and you lose your hair too. I'm not trying to scare anyone. I feel like I always have to say that. If you're scared, that's your problem. Sorry. I'm telling you my experience. I'm in a better position now. But I need to dissect that experience. I went back to work when my child was 6 months old. And I cried so much. But inside of me, I was just like, wow, at least now I can get a break. Now I work and I can get a break at work. But the downside is my work was shit. It was a hospital. So I started working only 2 days a week. I did night shifts. Oh, I started working 3 days a week. When I went back to work, things weren't as bad, but I still felt like my hormones were still like all over the place. It's like, okay, 6 months after the whole thing, my baby was sleeping again. But wait, I missed some parts. Let's go back. I can't remember exactly when. In those first couple of months after I had a kid, I was so tired. I talked about this on my Instagram. I was so tired and sleep deprived. I will be driving and I'm just like, I just wanna, do you know what I mean? I just wanna, but I can't go alone because I can't trust anyone to look after my kid. So I gotta take my kid with me where he's gonna be safe. What kind of thinking is that? Well, now that I'm even thinking about it, like, why would I even think that? Like, why? I wasn't okay. Or I'll be going up the stairs and I'll hold my baby extra tight because I just had a very intrusive thought that I'm gonna just drop him down the stairs and his head's gonna... Whoa! Graphic. If your face is like... Imagine my horror when I realized what I was thinking. I'm like, girl, why would you even think that? I'm like, I don't know. I was 6 months postpartum. At least my baby was finally sleeping. And I'm like, okay, at least if I'm sleeping, I can do anything. I looked at myself in the mirror. I gained 20 kilos or 15 kilos. I can't remember how many kilos, but it was a lot of kilos. And I'm like, whoa, where do we start from? Whoa, damn, girl. And you get comments from people like, oh, wow, you've gained a lot of weight. I'm like, no shit. No, sorry, I didn't have a mirror. Thank you for letting me know the very obvious. I had people make comments like, oh my God, Maxie, you were so small. Oh yeah, I come from Nigeria. They say those kind of things all the time. Maxie, oh, you were so small. Wow, childbirth really... I started isolating. I didn't want to go anywhere. The only place I wanted to go was the gym. And I went to the gym. I started going to the gym. Before I went to the gym, I was still working out at home. Mind you, I worked out my entire pregnancy. I was just thinking, if you work out your entire pregnancy, by the time you're, postpartum, you're going to be looking snatched. But was I wrong? I was so wrong. I was so wrong. No one talks about the cravings when you're breastfeeding, the way you want to eat the whole house, but you're never filled up. It's like this insatiable hunger, intense hunger. I've never felt hunger like this in my life. I would eat a pasta and a bowl of cereal, and I would even want ice cream. I'm just like, who is this person? I would try to eat healthy during the day. As soon as nighttime comes, I'm in my pantry like, oh my God, give me all the food. I am starving. Who is this person? This is very releasing, I tell you. I started going to the gym. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you right now, that is the best decision I've ever made in my life. Go to the gym, exercise. Damn, it saved my life. Literally, I know that sounds really dramatic, but I'm not joking. I started working out. I'm like, okay, none of my clothes fit. Maybe we need to get more clothes, yeah. But now it's like, whoa, I used all my savings on the baby clothes and baby toys and baby this and baby that, and I'm not earning as much money, and I'm trying to, not be a pain in the ass to my husband. Crazy. Now that I think about it, crazy. That's just crazy. And he saw I was struggling. He actually bought me a couple of clothes. He's a very, very nice guy. I love him a lot. He's such a good guy. I feel like if it wasn't for him, this would have been a lot harder. And I know a lot of people are going through this worse. And I'm just like, this is crazy. The one I went through, I'm like, whoa, slow down. That is enough. That's enough. I can't imagine. Damn. I'm so glad I'm making this video. I'm finally just wanting to talk about my experience and my journey without it's having this much power over me. Because when I think about that time, I just always end up crying. And I wanted to go to a therapist. I'm still looking for a therapist. There's still a lot more that I want to say, but I'm already getting so tired, so emotionally fatigued. I don't even know. There's just so much more. I don't know if I can cover the whole experience in this one video, because I'm getting tired. I'm getting exhausted. I just want to dip. But all I can say is right now, if you want some closure, I'm doing really well. I'm doing so well now. And it kind of just makes the whole thing worth it, I wish it was a lot easier, but good things don't come easy. It doesn't. And that's the hardest thing I've ever had to deal with. But I came out on the other side so much stronger. So much stronger. I'm telling you guys, I feel like I can take on anything right now. Like, I went through postpartum, bitch. I can do anything. Anything. Lose weight, easy. Gain muscle, easy. Abs, it's a breeze. It took me a lot to get here. And I feel like I want to share more of my experience. A lot more of my experience. Because I know I didn't go through all of that to not share my experience. No, everybody must know. Everybody needs to know. So yes, I am a crybaby. I was never a crybaby before I had kids, bro. Actually, I was a crybaby a little bit, but not this much. I was not the type to cry on the internet. Like, why would you do that? Oh my God, cringe. Why would you cry on the internet? Like, just hope God doesn't give you a reason to cry on the internet. It is not a sign of weakness to cry on the internet. Let me tell you, it is a sign of strength, because the millions and thousands and hundreds of people are going to see you cry. And it's not, I don't want people to say, oh my God, sorry. I am just expressing myself. I am free. I'm just being who I am. This is me. This is Maxi. This is who I am. This was a really nice session. This is great. If you made it this far, wow. Thank you. I don't know what you're going through, but I hope things work out for you. Okay. But let me tell you, in order for things to work out, you need to get to work. it's not just gonna get better. No, in fact, it's gonna get worse if you don't get up and work. And I feel like that's why I need to share my story, because I know it's gonna help so many people. Because only if I wish I had someone to tell me it gets better, because it felt like it was gonna last forever. At least if I had a little bit of hope, it would have been a lot easier. Not maybe a little bit easier, just something to look forward to, you know? So that's why it's very important to share my story. I think we've come to the end of today's video. Thank you for watching this video. I post a lot of workout videos, a lot of videos like this about me just being myself and sharing my experience. So subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm very new at doing this whole YouTube thing. So subscribe. I think I'm gonna maybe put it here. Subscribe. My love language is words of affirmation, okay? So I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye.